Let's get this figured out. This world gon' give me whatever I need until I get this vision out. Then they gon' pay me whatever I ask, cause I got it figured out. Family be checking all up on a nigga to see how I'm feeling now. Damn, they love to see a nigga really make a killing now. I put a lock on the game and I hide the code and the keys. I am not playing no games, I really play this shit for keeps. That shit for me.
MaddenHeadz YouTube, what's going on? It is your boy, Coach DC, coming back at you today with another video. And yeah, finally back, man. Y'all know I had to take a day or two to decompress after releasing. Very good release. Big success with the pre-order, big success with the first day. Mechanics Bible 26, man. And it was weird because I was actually on Instagram last night, and I think one of my guys might have seen me or something on Instagram, and he hit me up and he was just like, man, Coach, man, masterpiece, and you know, all the stuff. But he was just like, he said, man, I hope you're protecting yourself against these vultures. And I was like, what do you mean? But the way I present the stuff, in the Bible, I try to make it really unique, and so any of the stuff that you'll hear after that, you'll kind of already know where it comes from. But like I said, I want to thank all the everybody, man. Everybody, man. My wife, because my wife is big in this. She puts all the pages and graphics and all that stuff together. So yeah, man, big thanks to her. But yeah, man. For you guys that do have the Bible, man, I just hope you're getting in the lab, man, taking the time to get yourself into the lab like we talked about. Get in the lab and work on some of the stuff, because as you know, it's not all just, hit a button and it happens. No, sometimes you have to work on your timing and all that kind of stuff, but you can get these types of responses. I'm telling you, it's in this game. I know a lot of people crap on this game, but I'm telling you, man, once you know movement and once you know how to make things happen, man, the game is to me is fun to play. And to me, that's the most important thing. Am I having fun playing the game? Even whether I'm winning or losing, that I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that's totally irrelevant, but it's like, all right, am I getting a fair shot at a game? In years past, the DDA has been so bad. It's like you look up and you're down 21, through a couple of whatever's what happened. It can happen on this game. Yeah, I've had a start a game with a fumble kickoff and all that stuff. But at least the one thing that's different on this game is I feel like I said, there are less bailouts in terms of just like plays to call. I know there's the quiet the crowd glitch thing, but in terms of everything else, it's like, yeah, you can put a defense on the field that stops a lot of things and a lot of things that people want to do. And so I just look at, and actually it's both games, because yeah, it's one of the things we talked about, because if y'all didn't know, the Mechanics Bible 26 also includes the college football 26 game as well. So it's like a lot of side-by-side stuff, like most of the general stuff and a lot of the hidden stuff that I could combine with both of them. Was able to put that together. And so yeah, that's the reason why it was such a big undertaking, because it's basically a mechanics guide for both games. For the college and the Madden. And so so even if you're a guy who does not play Madden, or you're a guy who does not play the college, the Mechanics Bible is still the guide for you. Yeah, write that down somewhere. But what we're talking about is consistency, and basically using the mechanics to create consistency in your throws and your catches, your positioning and your defense. A lot of I'll cover the defense stuff a little bit tomorrow. But if you can have good throw consistency, then chances are your catch consistency is going to be high. Defensively, man, we just got to understand it's a lot of stuff you can do on this game that you have never been able to do in Madden because of some of your zone adjustments. And so it's like you can really put together some stuff out here zone adjustment wise. Like I said, those vert hooks and those soft squats, they do wonderful, wonderful things. I am here to tell you, the vert hooks really make it possible to play some of these flood concepts a lot more honestly, or at least it makes the reads a lot more difficult for the quarterback. It's not just, one step, two step, bam, all right, hit this guy or that guy, and then you have time to kind of play around and let the back leak out the backfield and all that stuff. No. Not anymore. And that's attributed to some of the block shed stuff. Again, I'll say with the block sheds, it could be a little bit more realistic in some situations. Yeah, I don't like seeing my guy just give up on a block and then just stand there. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue. But I'm saying when all things are fair, you can really put together some really good defenses on this game to get yourselves off the field, or again, make it very difficult for the offense to go to the places that they want to go. And for the people who talk about the run game, hey man, you do realize it's very tough to run the ball in the NFL. It is. And in college in some cases, but especially in the NFL, it is not easy to just run the ball. If that was the case, more teams would be doing it. It's much safer. But no. But from a mechanics perspective, like I said, we work on consistency of these type of things to get, your catch positioning, get your timing right, your high points, your throws and your throw consistency. That's a big thing on this game is throw consistency. If you can establish throw consistency, to the short, intermediate and deep parts of the field, then yeah, there's spots on the field that are always going to be kind of open in Madden, simply because of how the zones react. And so it's just a matter of learning, learning those things from a schematic standpoint. But then you have to marry your mechanics. You have to put your mechanics with your scheme, and once you're able to do that. But like I said before, I'll tell all my guys who have the mechanics Bible, it starts in the lab. Get in the lab, dog. Get in the lab. Learn what the different throws are for the different situations, and y'all know what I'm talking about. How to stabilize yourself, how to have stick balance. You know what I'm saying? If you're throwing with really good stick balance, man, never. But yeah, you're gonna be extremely accurate. Yeah, let's just say that your accuracy is gonna go up. If you're probably a 50 to 60% completion person, your average is going to go up by a good 15 to 20% easy if you're just following the basic rules of throwing with stick balance. I promise you. But it's a real thing out here, man. These mechanics are a real thing. I deal with guys from Players Lounge. I deal with the MCS pros. I deal with a lot of different people when it comes to this stuff, and I'm telling you, I get the feedback on a daily basis, and the mechanics can change your game. It can change the way you feel about the game. And I understand that a lot of people are frustrated with the game and they don't like the game for whatever reason. But I'll tell you, like I tell everyone else, it's like it just may be something you don't know. And if you knew it, the game would become a lot more manageable from a standpoint of you can have fun playing it. Like I said, I don't expect any of these games to be perfect. There's always going to be bugs. There's always going to be something wrong. There's always going to be something crazy that we're going to hate about some of these games that they do. And the problem with the community is, I'm gonna be honest, it's not necessarily the game, it's more so the people who are playing it. And so I can't speak for everyone's experience, but yeah, if you're playing in a league or you're playing, against people who run a whole bunch of RPOs and all the trickery and all that stuff, then yeah, the game, you're gonna hate the game. Absolutely. Especially if you don't know how to stop it. You're gonna hate this game quickly. Yeah, I promise you. It's none of it's gonna make sense to you. But that's what these guides and this stuff that I put out, that's what it's all about. Is to give you an alternative way to approach it. And again, once you understand movement and you get consistency of movement, then everything else will change. Your scheme will change. You'll evolve. You'll evolve in a short period of time. The faster you get the mechanics down. And so there are nuances to the mechanics. Y'all can call them tricks or whatever you want to call them. No, I don't like I said, I don't teach that kind of stuff. I teach people how to do it and do it consistently. So yeah, man, we'll come back tomorrow. We'll talk a little bit about the defense. Oh yeah, next virtual coming up will be a college virtual at 335 stack, man. Best defense in the game.